Good morning. This is Norma Cowie with a Sunday Thought. This is a subject I didn't really ever think I would be thinking about, but it has two parts to it. The first one I want to take a look at is synchronicity. How everything all of a sudden comes into like it all kind of comes together. And why I say that is because during this week, I watched a movie last weekend. I watched a movie again yesterday. And then I realized the novel I was reading as well had all a similar trait or pattern or an awareness. And that was revenge. Never thought about revenge. I'm not a revengeful person. I might get mad or upset about something, but revenge. And so I had to look it up in my dictionary, of course, and it says, to exact punishment for a wrong on behalf of, especially in a resentful or vindictive spirit, or to talk vengeance for, inflict punishment for, whatever. In other words, somebody does something and you want to punish them, or you want to give them pain, or you want to, just be revengeful. I honestly had to sit when I went, all of a sudden I went, oh my gosh, look at the synchronicity of this. Now, I did a movie review for the Black Panther sometime last week, and I must apologize if you've watched it. Not many people have, and I hope not. I just didn't have my brain together at all. It was not synchronicity at all. And I think I forgot to mention the revenge part that was in there, the anger and the revenge and not being able to see another picture or another awareness. And then I happened to watch Bullet Train last night on TV, and because I missed it in the theaters, and I had heard it was a bit stupid, but I thought, oh well, I'm sitting here, I'll watch it. And it was a very silly movie. But what was interesting was there was a lot of revenge elements in it, getting revenge, people wanting basically to do away with, it seemed like most people in the whole movie died one way or the other. And it was a very crazy movie. But what I want to get at is that was the second movie where the underlying theme was revenge. And then the book I'm reading ends up, if you look at it, is about revenge. This one man is I'm reading a series of detective stories, actually, and this one's all about a mass murderer. Well, not mass murder. He was killing people in a town. And but it was all about revenge. And so I had to sit down and think about revenge, because a lot of people have that hate, because basically revenge comes out of hatefulness, as far as I'm concerned, when I think about it. And the other thing that I find very, very interesting is how people exact revenge. Perhaps gossiping is a little bit of revenge. You know, when you say something about somebody else, it is a little bit of I put them down. Revenge maybe is the extreme of putting another down because what? You feel insecure, you feel unsure, you don't like what they did, all that things, or you feel left out. There's many, many reasons why we would want to have some kind of act upon somebody else or to do something of. So what's the answer? If you become and feel upset about something and you would like to exact revenge of some kind, even if it's just a gossip about what that person does, see it, says, or whatever, what is the answer? Well, to me, it's forgiveness. I have done a lot of forgiveness in my life over things. I have also done a lot of self-forgiveness. In fact, I really believe that self-forgiveness is the main thing, because it's very difficult to forgive another person for an act if you haven't forgiven yourself. And I know the old story. Well, how, when you're young, how do you, how can you forgive yourself? But we are bigger than just this life. We are bigger than all sorts of circumstances. And so it's like, where do we place ourselves? Where do we put ourselves? That's very, very important. And so often it's just a matter of forgiving yourself. And I don't tell many people this, but what I've done for a long time is basically gone into the love force and forgiven myself for anything I have done throughout all time, meaning all lives, all parts. And it was strange. More I did that, the more peaceful inside I became. Do I live there all the time? No, because I'm a natural human being and I have feelings and reactions about things as well in my present mode at the moment. But revenge, I just didn't really think about it. It wasn't part of my, would you call it, state of being. And I think it's a choice to a degree. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't understand about forgiveness. They don't understand what we can do to forgive ourselves, to forgive others. The old saying, when, oh boy, I'm going to quote the Bible a little bit here. This is what they say. They said, I don't quite think that's perfectly correct. But when Jesus was on the cross and says, forgive them, Lord, forgive them, Father. We said, Father, for they know not what they do. I believe, he said, it's not even Easter, I'm saying this. I believe he said, I forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. It is all about how we perceive and see and do our lives. Well, it's a strange circumstance that's come up. Synchronicity again. Take a look at the synchronicities in your life. What is it saying to you? What is it telling you? What is it bringing to you? Because we are part of it all. I really wish you well this Sunday. We're getting through November and we're still here. I know a lot of people were predicting a lot of yucky things for November. And so we'll just see where we go. So you just take a good look. Make sure that you're forgiving yourself, forgiving others if you need to, or if you feel the need to, do that. The allure of love is always there, just waiting for you to allow it into your heart, into your body, into the essence of who you are. I wish you well, and I thank you all for listening. Bye now.